Alright, hello everyone. I hope you can hear me and not my fan. It's extremely hot right now, and I've got the fan directly on me, so hopefully this doesn't sound too bad. But let's get. I want to go over my trade from today, one and done. Very simple, and I'm making this video, as with most of my videos, to kind of reinforce these lessons for myself, but I think it can be beneficial for everybody. So I just want to go over exactly my thought process today, the trade I took, why I took it, and just get into it. So first thing I did was open my 1 hour chart. This is the thing I do every morning, and we have this pre-market action. I'll take off my levels for a second. So without the levels, you can plainly see here that we had price basing at yesterday's lows. It tried once, tried twice, tried 3 times to break below. Could not. You got these big buyers wicks. You get this false bearish signal, and price pushed up. Along the way, we get more buyers wicks, buyer wick, and then you get up to the top here, and we get a little pullback right into this trend line. You can see that here. I don't have it drawn, but visualize the trend line. Tried breaking it, and what do we get? Another couple big buyers wicks. I'd consider this a hammer candle. So you get this hammer candle here, and then price flies back up. So with this, you get a pretty good picture that buyers are very much in control. And funny enough, this is the day we got from that. But yeah, you could just tell buyers were in definite control. No real seller pressure. So that's the first piece. Then you move over to the 15-minute to get a little bit more of an inside view of those hourly candles. And same exact thing. We have this push down, then buyers step in, we get a hammer candle, price begins to break over this little area here, and right as the market opens, we get this wick pullback into this area, and it just flies. So again, another signal, bullish signal on the 15. Also, to be noted, which I didn't make note of myself this morning, but this was the previous low here that pushed up, and price was, although we broke this structure, price wasn't able to break this last low. It based above it, not even able to test it. So just another nugget right there. But yeah, all that led me to the 1 minute chart, and on the 1 minute chart, now that we have all of our levels, basically, just to go over real quick, these hard to see, but you have pre-market here, pre-market lows, pre-market highs, and then you have your these blue levels are daily levels. So for instance, that's the daily lows here. You have the daily lows from this day, daily lows from this day. We'll take this one off. That's the 30-minute range. Let's see. That all looks good. And these yellow lines are the value areas in POC. So value area low from yesterday, POC, and value area high. So those are all the levels I have marked up. Now to get into the trade, levels back on. Whoops. Okay. We had this trend line here. Perfect. Price kind of bounced just above it, and what my original thought process, or my trade idea was to grab it into this trend line here, into this FVG, and grab it here and grab the bounce. We did not get that. Instead, what happened was we broke above. Note the volume as well. Very strong volume on that push up. We broke above this structure here, and we get these pullbacks, which is exactly what I wanted to see as well. You get this nice buyer's wick, and this was a little bit too much risk for me at this point, so I waited for this pullback here, and I got in somewhere around here, risked off the wick lows, and just took my target at 1.5 risk to reward ratio, somewhere around here, and that was it. Just got in and out. It looks something like this. I remember exactly my entry. Right there. I risked off there. And exited there. So that's exactly, let's move that here. That was my trade there. Entered right here. Pulled profit here. Had my risk set off for this wick. And that was the whole trade. I mean, I think I kind of went through everything, and it may seem like a lot, but when you know what you're doing, it all comes very naturally. And this was actually a fairly simple trade that I think anybody could have taken, and it can be that simple. You know, after learning so much, it's now a challenge not to overcomplicate everything, but when I keep stuff simple, it just I perform a lot better. So yeah, and you can see how much further the trade could have gone too if you had left a runner. So yeah, I think I'm not gonna go into it anymore. Hopefully I'm not making this any more confusing than it has to be, because I want it to be very simple. You should be able to keep this very simple. But yeah, guys. Alright. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.